I'll get your subscription, my pretty. And your little dog, too.
Hey, I went to a shrink and he said I'm depressed. I said, give me a second opinion. He said, oh, you're stupid too. No respect, no respect. My Rodney Dangerfield imitation, folks. Welcome to another episode in the Quarantine Management Institute. I'm Dr. Chris McCusker. This episode is on respect and responsibility. Respect and responsibility are two qualities of character that we need to emphasize during a crisis. I'd like to tell you a little bit about each of them. Before I do, let me give you a little background. In the history of leadership studies, we can come up with four distinct approaches. As Victor Vroom explained to me many years ago, the heroic approach is about qualities of character. In earlier episodes, we've talked about optimism and learned optimism as those qualities. The optimism of Ernest Shackleton being critical for their ability to survive the harsh conditions and hardship that they faced in the voyage of the Endurance. And learned optimism, Martin Seligman's concept, how we can learn to become optimistic, something we all need to do during this COVID-19 pandemic. Respect and responsibility in the heroic tradition include qualities of character that are about respect and qualities of character that are about responsibility. The best treatment of this subject comes from Bob and Lynn Turknett from the Turknett Leadership Group in Atlanta. You can go explore their resources. They have plenty of online resources for you to look at, advice about developing respect and responsibility, tests that you can take, self-assessments you can take. They have a leadership character model, which is very powerful. I have a picture of which displayed in my office, but I'm under quarantine. I can't get to it. But you can go online and look at it, www.leadershipcharacter.com. And there are two sides of their model. One is respect and the other is responsibility. I'd just like to say a couple things about respect and a couple things about responsibility for our purposes here, and encourage you to further explore that resource and that excellent work. They have a book also. The book is called Decent People, Decent Company, How to Lead with Character in Work and in Life by Robert and Lynn Turknett, Turknett. All right, here's what I'd like to tell you about respect. Respect is something that Rodney Dangerfield never got. Respect is a verb. This is my point about respect. It is a verb. To respect. We often treat respect as a noun, as something that we have or we don't have. Respect is something we create. Respect is something that we do. Respecting the gerund, and to respect the verb is how we should think of it. I once had a friend who told me that he got feedback from coworkers that he didn't have any respect. And he was kind of devastated. You know, he said, Chris, I don't know what they're talking about. I have so much respect in me. Respect. It's in here. And I said to him, respect is a verb. Respect is something that you show. Tell me, give me one example of how you show them respect. He looked, kept looking, he said, show respect. He kept repeating, show respect, show respect, show respect. So here's my homework assignment to you. Think of a way to show a coworker one at a time respect. How do you show respect? It could be anything. It could be giving them credit. I really appreciate observing and appreciating what they do, recognizing their value and articulating that. It could be including people, sharing information with people. It could be simple politeness. When somebody's talking, you don't interrupt, like we've talked about with listening. Show respect. Your homework assignment is to think of ways to show respect. Behavior. Respect is about behavior, what you do. What can you do today to show respect to a coworker? Let me talk about responsibility. Responsibility is made up of many qualities. You can check the Turknett model if you want to read more about it. But to be responsible, I have one point to make about responsibility, which is that it's 100%. It's 100%. You can't be halfway responsible. I did half of my taxes. I took care of my sick parent half the time. I drive without texting on my phone here and there. Once in a while, I'll put the phone down while I'm driving. Responsibility is 100%. Bob Turknett said something interesting to me once. He said, when it comes to relationships, he doesn't like the notion of a 50-50 relationship. We all say this all the time. Hey, it's 50-50. Bob taught me that responsibility is 100% by thinking of relationships. There have been people with whom I've had a relationship that has fallen out. And I believe I had said something to Bob, which is, I'm tired of this guy. I've done my 50. It's 50-50. I've done my 50. I've met this person halfway. And Bob said, no, responsibility is 100%. 100%. I am 100% accountable for that relationship. So if I have a relationship that has gone sour, a relationship that has gone bad, I can't be 50-50. I've got to be 100-100. I'm 100% responsible for the quality of this professional relationship. And if I've had an issue with someone, we've had a falling out, we're not getting along, that's my problem, 100%. And it's my solution, 100%. I will fix it, 100%. So when it comes to respect, we have to remember respect is an action word. It's a verb. To respect is what we should focus on. I am respecting, if we prefer the gerund form of the verb. What we need to do is figure out, use our brains, use our heart to figure out how to show respect. And when it comes to responsibility, it's 100%. Be 100% responsible for your work. Whatever happened, you overcame it. Be 100% responsible for your relationships. When they go bad especially, that's when we need leadership. That's when we need responsibility to kick in. That's when we need for people to say, I'm 100% responsible for the quality of this relationship. I don't care what the other person does. I'm going to fix it, and I'm going to fix it myself. Hey, I went to the bar. I ordered a drink, and I asked the guy, what do you got? He said, anything you want. Surprise me. And I said to the bartender, yeah, surprise me. What any drink you want? And he said, I'll surprise you. He took out a picture of my wife in a bikini on a beach. I never seen the beach, and I never seen the bikini. I don't know. My imitation of Rodney Dangerfield, folks. Respect and responsibility, two qualities of character we need in a crisis. Stay tuned for the next episode where we will continue exploring leadership here at the Quarantine Management Institute.